Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're looking at a beer that I got through the Ontario Beer Box Company, the Brew Box. So the Ontario Brew Box Company is a direct-to-your-door mailing company for beer. And this is a beer that was in the December edition. We're reviewing this now. What is it? Today would be the 20th of January. So about a month after I got it, I've gotten to this one. It is the second beer that I've gotten in the 2 months I've gotten a brew box from the Publican house. Up until then, I had, the Publican house's normal beers, the Square Nail Pale Ale, and the Publican House Ale. Didn't really care for either of them. And then I had the O. Henry's Irish Red, and now I'm going to try this. And I must thank the guys at the Brew Box for actually sending things that aren't the normal fare from that company. So this is the Publican House's 8 or Better, which is a Belgian strong ale, well, Belgian styled strong ale. It's 8.1% alcohol by volume. They craft this beer with the finest ingredients and then let it age to allow the complex flavors to mellow and mature. We only brew this special ale once per year, so we hope you will savor and enjoy it as much as we enjoy making it. Brewers note, this beer will continue to mature, so set a couple aside in a cool, dry place to open for a special occasion. Peterborough, Ontario. Now, this is the biggest bottle I've ever gotten from them. Everything I've had from them is usually in a can. I did not realize they bottled until this came into my possession. So another interesting thing to have because of that. Ooh, yeah, I can smell that from here. That is beautiful. Okay. Publican House's 8 or Better. First and foremost, the Duvel glass does this beer justice. That looks beautiful. Look at that color. That is pure on, like, candy orange. It's kind of sort of like this sweater, actually, but brighter. But that's a beautiful, beautiful orangish color. That actually, paradigm of this color is love, and the reason for that is this is the color of the original pumpkin I had. Head slightly off white, a little bit of almost a nutmegish color in there. Looking great. Visual appeal A+. Visual appeal A+. Oh yeah. Mm. 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 Okay. Smell very sweet. Very sweet. The sweetness is the thing you get the most of. As I was pouring it, I was getting bombarded with like a scent of honey, a scent of sugars, a scent of caramel and molasses. There's a little tiny touch of cinnamon in there. Okay, cinnamon, nutmeg, molasses, caramel, uh, sugars, and some honey. That's what I'm smelling. Smells beautiful. Smells divine. Actually, kind of like La Divine if you guys have ever had that. Let's try this. Cheers. Oh. That is a very, very dangerous beer. Shout out to Guy from Beer Guy Reviews. Very dangerous beer. 8% alcohol. You would not know it whatsoever. I would almost call this an intro Belgian, to be honest with you. Almost an intro Belgian, because it doesn't have that lingering finish that a lot of Belgians have. It doesn't have as much of an in-your-face attack as a lot of Belgians have, but it's still a great beer nonetheless. It's 8% alcohol, and there's almost no warming whatsoever, which basically means that it's a super dangerous beer. This is a fall over pee your pants type of drunk if you weren't paying attention. I mean, most people that drink craft beer on the regular pay attention to stuff like that. But if you weren't, if you were just sipping on a couple bottles of this, you probably, if I was sipping a couple bottles of this on a Beer Dweebs United cast, I probably would not make it upstairs to my bedroom afterwards. I would probably be somewhere over there on the landing to the basement, and I'd probably have peed myself because this thing can knock you on your ass. 8.1% alcohol, tastes probably like a 5% alcohol beer. That is amazing. You get that Belgian sweetness, both the sugar and the honey, that just big time caramel, honey, sugar forefront that you get on a lot of Belgian beers. Um, Middle, starting to get a little bit of clove, and slight dirtiness. And then, as I said, it doesn't have that lingering, it doesn't have that clove, banana, coriander type linger, and it doesn't have that sweet linger. It kind of fades into almost a soda water finish, which, I mean, isn't normal for a style like this, but at the same time, it's great because it's very Moorish. It makes this beer very approachable. I know that's probably not the word that the guys at the Publican House want to hear on this beer, but in my humble opinion, I think this beer is one of the most approachable Belgians I've ever drank. I think this would be in comparison, if I was going to put this in a comparison to something, and I hate doing this, but I've done it 3 times now just in this video, I would say this is on par with a lot of Dudiciel product. Scratch. I didn't mean to say Dudiciel. I don't know why I said that. Probably because there's a Dudiciel cap sitting right there staring at me in a bottle. But a much akin to a Unibrew product, a very good Belgian style ale. Difference is this is an Ontario craft brewery, not a Quebec small brewery owned by a Canadian big brewery, which is owned by a Japanese giant brewery. Very on par to that, but more approachable than that because the Unibrew stuff is very, very traditional, where this is fairly traditional, but very approachable. Soft carbonation, medium light mouthfeel, very Belgian-y tastes, and almost no aftertaste. Just again that little bit of cloviness, that little bit of dirtiness, and then fades to nothing. Very Moorish, very approachable. Usually on big bottles like this, I say I'd want to share them. This is a 750, and I've almost downed it. And I could easily down this by myself without thinking much about it. So out of 10 on this, I'm going to give it a straight up 8. This is actually a really good beer. It isn't the tastiest brew I've had, but sometimes you have to look at a taste to approachability ratio. Sometimes you don't want as big in your face flavors. I mean, everybody's different, everybody's tastes are always different. You might love this. I really do enjoy it. Excuse me. Oh, tastes pretty good on the burp too. All things said, the 2 seasonals I've had from Publican House have been really good. I can stand behind the 2 seasonals I've had. It's the 2 full-time year-round beers that I wasn't a huge fan of. Is that a problem? Not particularly. I mean, we like what we like. So 8 out of 10 for this. Thank you very much to the Brewbox Company. Bye, guys.